and when you work more, you produce better works. And I remember I was saying this analogy, like one person, there's these two classes. Maybe you could test this out in your classes too. So, so there's these two classes. This one class is there to perfect one pot, and it's cool. It dives into ceramics. So this one class is there to perfect this one ceramic pot, and they got to perfect it by the end of the semester. This other class is there to perfect 100 ceramic pots, and not perfect, but they're supposed to make 100 ceramic pots, and through each iteration, they're supposed to make it better and better and better and better. So then they by the time they got to their 100th pot, it's 100 times better than their first pot. Versus that one class is there to perfect that one pot. At the end of the semester, you had these two classes that get into a competition, and they say which pot was better. And then they say that the class that made 100 pots by the end of the semester was better than the class that was just trying to perfect one pot.
Absolutely, from the practice.
Yes, they're making iterations and iterations and iterations.
You could even see from the other teacher that I said works, we share a classroom, so on my break and periods that I'm not in the classroom, he has a class, and vice versa. And you can see, because he's been there since the beginning of the year, and because he's been doing this for so many years, he knows how to get these kids on a track where by this time of year, they're already making really, really beautiful things, and it's because they've already practiced enough, you know. And when I was beating myself up about my little pinch pots, he was like, this is like the second thing they've done all year, you know, of course it's going to look like that, you know, you got to give yourself some grace. You just started, and you've got to go slow because you're getting to know all the system and everything, like just even the grading portal and attendance portal and the different ways that the school runs and the staff and everything. It's definitely, even just in a simple arts class, you can see how the practice makes a huge difference, even with kids that aren't going to major or go off to college or do art professionally, kids that don't like art, kids that rather not have taken this class, even though it's an elective. I hate when they tell me I don't want to take this class. I'm like, but you chose this class.
That's funny. So I hate it here. Yeah, but you chose it, man. Like
I hate drawing. I'm like, you definitely, because I have one art drawing and painting class, and it's like, you chose this though. They're like, well, it was what was available. I'm like, but you still chose this. So yeah, you know, I think that practice makes perfect is such a really, and like the whole, like if you put in 500 hours, you're a master of something. Or was it 5,000 hours? You'll become a master of something.
The more you do, the better you get.
Yeah.
Especially when you go more and more and more. And that's like with the Da Vinci at night, and like a lot of successful people either waking up really early or going to sleep really late. Because the more they do, the more it gets
opportunities
better.
they also open for themselves.
Yeah, it compounds.
But something that I'm concerned, and I'm gonna own these words on my own, has nothing to do with my co-host or my guest, is we confuse academic achievement with behavior and discipline.